Please give it up for our next speaker, Heba Jamal from the City College of New York, Students for Justice in Palestine. Assalamu alaikum. Every year, before the start of Ramadan, for 3 years in a row, Israel found a way to make Palestinians' lives harder. Every year before the start of Ramadan, this is the 3rd year in a row now, the international community has realized Israel's a terrorist state. The only reason Israel's continued to oppress Palestinians and continue the occupation is because of the United States of America. Is that okay? Is that okay? Billions of dollars of our tax money goes to the terrorist state every year. Is that okay? Palestinians, they are not going to the border fence because they seek death. They go to the border fence because they seek life, because their lives in Palestine every day is filled with persecution and oppression, and the Palestinians on the ground are saying that they are experiencing a slow and gruesome death. As Americans here, we cannot allow that. The racists on the other side don't realize that Zionism is a racist ideology only created to take land away from the Palestinians. It's a political ideology rooted in taking land away from the Palestinians. May 15th was the 70th anniversary of the Nakba, commemorating 750,000 Palestinians who were exiled. And coincidentally, they moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. And if you see the optics as Ivanka Trump presents the embassy, Palestinian children, an 8-month-old died. An 8-month baby was killed. So you know what I want to say right now? To uplift the resistance, I want you guys to say with me, Intifada, Intifada! Long live the Intifada! Intifada, Intifada! Long live the Intifada! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution! The people in Palestine, even the children, they are trying to cross the border fence for the Great March for Return. They are saying that they want to even smell the breath of freedom. They should be allowed. It's not even a border fence. It's not even a border in Gaza right now. That is illegal. Israel, that it exists right now, their whole existence is illegal. And we have to realize that right now. So one more time. Intifada, Intifada! Intifada, Intifada! Long live the Intifada! Long live the Intifada! There is only one solution! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! There will never be peace if there's no justice. Thank you.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Rise up! It's cute. Like nobody else is coming.
Our next speaker is Jake Holtzman from the Committee to Stop FBI Repression. Please join me in welcoming him. From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Greetings, comrades! I am here today representing the Committee to Stop FBI Repression. As an organization, we are committed to fighting against state repression of activists and innocent people fighting for their own basic human rights. And that is why we are here today. standing with all who are on the side of justice for Palestine. We are here to tell the US-backed Israeli regime that we will not back down. We are here to show the unjust and horrific settler colonial regime that the movement for Palestinian liberation is alive and well, not only in Palestine but also here in the US. Just as the Committee to Stop FBI Repression is taking a stand against the NYPD and FBI targeting of activists fighting for black and brown liberation in the US, we will continue to stand against the Israeli regime's repression of Palestinian activists as well. We must continue to build international solidarity in the fight against ongoing state repression. Repression which includes both forced displacement and brutal massacre of Palestinians fighting simply for their fundamental right to live on their own homeland. The Committee to Stop FBI Repression will not stop fighting alongside all of you until we have won. We will not stop fighting until Palestine is free. Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
From the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine!
Long live the Intifada.
Long live Intifada!
Intifada, Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Long live Intifada!
Intifada, Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Please give it up for our next speaker, Sarah Flounders from UNAC. Greetings, sisters and brothers, family from the United National Anti-War Coalition and the International Action Center. Revolutionary greetings. Today, the most incredible example of steadfast, revolutionary determination is in Gaza today. The whole world sees this. The whole world, the heroism, the audacity, the magnificent audacity of the Great March of Return. It's a global message of resistance. It's such an example, it inspires people of the whole world. And Israel's response is a massacre like the Sharpsville massacre of apartheid South Africa. Isn't it the same thing? The same thing. The same apartheid regime too. The same laws, the same repression. And it will fall. Who is responsible? Who's responsible for the military, the diplomatic, the economic aid to this Zionist state of Israel? Who's responsible? U.S. imperialism. U.S. imperialism, because U.S. imperialism needs war, needs domination, needs the super profits of war and endless repression. And who is responsible for the $15 million a day, every day, year in and year out, for 70 years, $15 million a day to the Zionist state? That's U.S. imperialism. Endless money, endless equipment and military. Who's responsible that Israel is today a nuclear state, the third largest nuclear state in the world? Who's responsible that it threatens all the countries of the region? That's U.S. imperialism that needs an instrument of war in the region.
And who's responsible for the new insult in violation of international law of moving the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem? That's just the latest insult, but it shows that the U.S. can never be relied on for any agreement. And it's why it's so important that we're here mobilized in New York City, across the country, across the world today. Because Palestine doesn't stand alone. It stands with the solidarity of all the people of the world. So we stand with Palestine. We demand end the massacres, end the siege, end U.S. aid to Israel, all of it. Defend and support the boycott, divest, sanctions movement, and support the right of resistance and the right of return. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Free Palestine. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go!
Ho, ho! Israel has got to go!
Hey, hey, ho, ho! Israel has got to go!
Ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Israel has got to go! Hey, hey!
Hey, hey! Palestine is here to stay!
Hey, hey! Palestine is here to stay!
Please give it up for our next speaker, Sami Najim from John Jay College, Students for Justice in Palestine.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody here. 70 years. It's been 70 years. My siblings and I and the rest of the Palestinians here have lived their life off of the 70-year Nakba. We've been wanting to return back to Ramla since the day I was born and the day my grandparents and my uncles were born. My grandfather passed away before he could step foot back into Ramla. Before he could step back foot into Ramla, and before I could even see the orange tree that was outside his house in Ramla that produced one of the best oranges he swears to this day. My mother has not been back to Jerusalem for 25 plus years. 25 plus years my mother has not returned to Jerusalem. 25, and me myself, because I am a Palestinian male with a beard and that is Muslim, they will never let me back inside, even though Palestinian and Al-Quds is ours alone. Like what it says on my kufiya, Al-Quds ilna, Jerusalem is ours. With the recent Great March of Return, 60 plus shuhada, 60 plus martyrs have been murdered, and they try to justify it by condoning they're all terrorists. I say, hell no! Hell no! Those 60 martyrs and those millions injured, those thousands injured, were returning back to their original home. For Haifa, for Akka, for Tel Aviv, for Jaffa, everywhere we are returning back to our original homes. This great March of Return has Go back to Jordan. I'm from Palestine. This great March of Return has stimulated rehabilitated the power test all around Gaza. Gaza is the Jarh al-Maftuh. Gaza is the open wound for us, and we will not give up. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Palestine will never die! Settler, settler, go back home! Palestine is our home!
was weak, that was weak. Assalamu alaikum! One thing that I heard from the racists across the street is a lot of Islamophobic rhetoric. So I stand here before you today, first and foremost, unapologetically Muslim and proud. And you're damn right, I'm Muslim and I'm proud. I'd like to start off by quoting, and a disclaimer, before I tell you who I'm going to quote, I'll tell you why I'm quoting this racist, savage individual. Because these words have become our movement's rallying cry. The first Zionist prime minister once said that the old will die and the young will forget. The old will die and the young will forget. I call bullshit! I am third generation after the Nakba, and I stand before you as determined to return as ever. And I promise you I will return. Because the right of return is exactly that. It is our right, and we will take it away from them. I see two beautiful things here today at the rally. I see such a diverse crowd of race. So many different people standing together in solidarity for a liberation movement. Side by side, together as one. And secondly, I see a lot of young faces in the crowd. If you take a look at the list of martyrs who were murdered by the Zionist occupation, savage forces, the majority of the individuals are under 30 years old. And that's a testament to the fact that the young will not forget, but the young will rise and fight. To fight is our duty. To stand is our duty. And that's something that we will never take for granted and that we will never forget. Free, free Palestine!
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 Racist, racist, go back home!
Racist, racist, go back home!
Palestine is ours alone!
Palestine is ours alone!
Free, free Palestine!
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 With us next, we have Christian from the Workers' World Party coming to join us. Please give him a warm welcome. Resistance is justified. When people are occupied. Greetings. My name is Christian Cobb. I'm from Workers' World Party. We are in solidarity with the Palestinian people as they fight for their right to return to their land, to return to their home. They are being gunned down by the racist apartheid state of Israel. Israel should not exist. That land is Palestine. That land belongs to Palestinians. Israel has no right to exist. Since Land Day, March 30th, the Great March of Return has been taking place with weekly demonstrations. And on May 14th, day before Nakba, the largest and culmination of those weekly demonstrations took place. As Palestinians attempted to return home, Israel revealed itself to the world. Even the mainstream media couldn't hide the disgusting truth of how deplorable and corrupt Israel is. On that one day, thousands of Palestinians were wounded, with at least 62 murdered. History will remember this day, just like history remembers that day on March 21st, 1960, when African people were demonstrating against South African apartheid. Apartheid police shot into a crowd, wounding and killing those heroic people, including killing 69 children. That was a turning point in the fight against South African apartheid. Just as now, those heroic Palestinian freedom fighters who are putting their lives on the line, and those martyrs who gave their lives are turning their tide against Israeli apartheid. They are putting Israel's inhumane nature on display for the world to see. Palestinians will win this fight. Returning home is their birthright. Israel will cease to exist, and that land will once again be known to the whole world as it should rightfully be called Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
In our thousands and our millions!
In our thousands and our millions!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Our next speaker is Nardeen Kiswani from Within Our Lifetime. Please join me in welcoming her.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nardeen, and as you heard before from other speakers, but I'm repeating again in case the people around us would like to hear. This Monday, over 60 Palestinian protesters were gunned down in cold blood, martyred for protesting for their right to return back home to their homelands. On top of that, thousands were injured, with over 1,300 of them from live ammunition, meaning these injuries aren't just bruises and paper cuts, but people having bullet holes in their limbs and all over their bodies. Israel shoots to kill, Israel shoots to maim, Israel shoots to handicap, and Israel shoots to cripple Palestinian society. The Great Return March of Gaza cannot be left on its own. We here in the diaspora in New York City are also part of the Great Return March. We are part of the Great Return March because we also are denied the right to go back home to our homelands. And these rallies are what demand and continue to demand our right to go back home. While the UN enshrined this in international law under Resolution 194 since 1948, it's been 70 years and they still haven't implemented it. There is no entity on earth that can implement it, but for the Palestinian people who now have decided and have been building for this moment to take matters into their own hands and free their land and free their people. As one of the organizers for this rally, we have 4 very specific demands for people who ask us why we're out here in the street screaming for Palestine and what we hope to accomplish. Our first demand is the right of return and demanding an end to 70 years of the ongoing Nakba and the unconditional right of return to their homeland for Palestinians. Our second demand is proclaiming that Jerusalem is the capital of Palestine. We condemn moving the U.S. Embassy to Al-Quds and we condemn wherever the embassy would be, because all of Palestine is Palestinian land from the river to the sea. We unequivocally support the Great March of Return in Gaza and their right to resist Israel's illegal siege and blockade, along with all Palestinians' right to resist and to fight for liberation. And our last demand we make very loud and clear from the belly of the beast, from one of the most powerful countries on earth, if not the most powerful country on earth, that continues to fund Israel and make it possible for them to continue to murder Palestinians, the United States of America. We demand an end to all U.S. military aid to Israel. Like we said, it's been 70 years of Nakba, of Naksa, of suffering, of maiming, of genocide, of shooting, of land theft, of starvation. But guess what? We're still here! We're still here! Even in Gaza, where they don't have electricity for 18 hours a day, even when 100% of the child population suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, even when the unemployment rate is over 50%, even when 95% of the water that they don't have is clean, even on top of all of that, they still continue to gather by the thousands protesting, and that's what gives me faith in our people. That's what gives me faith in our liberation. I promise you, everyone in the crowd, that Palestine will be free. We will be the ones to liberate it, and we will see this within our lifetime. Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Open up the prison doors!
Open up the prison doors!
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Smash the settler Zionist state!
Smash the settler Zionist state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more!
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Smash the settler Zionist state!
Smash the settler Zionist state!
There is only one solution!
There's only one solution!
Intifada revolution!
Intifada revolution!
There is only one solution!
There's only one solution!
Intifada revolution!
Intifada revolution!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Our next speaker is Naila from CCNY SJP.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm so happy to see the amount of people that came out today, despite it being Ramadan and finals week. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience this year at being on the board of SJP. It was really hard. We went through a lot of things. Some of our events got canceled, but alhamdulillah, through all of those struggles, we got more supporters, we got more people out there. Sorry. We got more people out there at our events, at our rallies, at our club meetings, poetry nights, and all of that. And I wanted to ask and make sure that all of you who are students out here know and are involved in your SJPs on the campuses, on your campuses. It's really important for you to be involved on your campus, for you to stand out there and tell people, hey, this is what's going on in Palestine and in other parts of the world. Because we're all out here and we're all fighting for Palestine, but we also need to pay attention to other oppressed people too, so we can all stand together. So that's all I really wanted to make sure that you guys understand, that activism is really important on your campuses. So free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!